presented by Alabama 811. I'm your host, Tyler Brain, joined as always by the head Bulldog himself, Chris Hatcher. Coach, we're coming off a 30-7 loss at Western Carolina. Just give the audience your overall thoughts, and then also, have you ever been part of a delay like that?
It was definitely a very weird day. I thought that our guys traveled extremely well. We were very businesslike in our travels. We knew it was going to be a tough game. If you look back to last season, Western Carolina really got on a roll there and have most of their team back. They had a packed out stadium, which I've always said they have one of the better atmospheres in our league. We go out there at the beginning of the ball game. They run it all the way down, have a great goal line stand. 6-7 plays later, we're up 7-0, tie ball game, and then we missed a few opportunities to score. And with about 10-11 minutes to go in the second quarter, we're down 14-7, and of course a lightning delay comes in, and roughly 5 hours later we resume play. So I've never been in something that long a delay before. I do want a special shout out to our strength staff, our training staff. Did a phenomenal job of being able to keep our players hydrated and giving them food to keep them in the best spirits and the best shape they could possibly be. But again, both teams had to sit through the delay. I'm not an advocate of having to wait that long. We were in a cramped up locker room, and you got to be ready because hey, 30 minutes we're going out. Well, another 30 minutes you're going out. But I thought our guys handled it well. We came out after delay. I thought we had a little bit of pop to us. We had a chance. We got a big stop and had a chance to go down and score, and kind of didn't get it done there in the red zone area. So. We have a lot to work on, but give credit where credit's due. Western Carolina, they pretty much they took it to us in every phase of the game, and it's a new week, and we got to improve in the fundamentals, which will hopefully improve in our execution.
As you mentioned, it was a 5-hour-plus delay. Like, what'd you tell the team? Because I was sitting up the press box, and it seemed like every 10 minutes out from the restart time, we get another lightning strike. So what did you tell the team just to keep them mentally prepared for the game?
Well, I talked to them very briefly at the beginning of the delay, a couple things that I had noticed in the first quarter that we needed to improve in. And then both staffs, offense and defense and special teams, we all got together, made a few adjustments, talked to the team, and basically at that point, hey, just make yourself as comfortable as you possibly can. I don't know when we're going out. Don't even know if we'll get the game in. But it takes those guys a long time to get their stuff off and to get back on. We had to retape several guys because they'd been sitting there 5 hours, with the tape, and we do resume play at 8:30, and the guys had not had a full meal since 10:30 that morning. So I think it's something that we need to look at. I don't know how good that is for health and player safety, but that's not a decision that I had to make. I was hoping we'd go out and play a little better after the delay than we did at the beginning, but we didn't, and that falls on me not having the team prepared like we should have been headed into that ball game.
Well, let's talk about the players real quick. Hyers threw for another 300 yards, but Ty King had a handful of catches for 96 yards. How important to the offense is it that he's back and healthy?
Well, he's got tremendous speed, and when he gets the ball out in open field, he's very difficult to tackle. So it was nice to see him have a big game. He started his career here with some big games, and then was kind of been hampered by injury. So good to have a healthy Ty King back, and we're going to need him down the stretch because he has great one-on-one capabilities if teams want to play us in man coverage.
Noah Martin is becoming a tackling machine for the Bulldog defense. Coach, what does he bring to that side of the ball?
First of all, he's a tremendous leader and very well respected on the team. He practices hard every day. He backs up his talk in the locker room. And the position that he plays is very conducive to making plays. And, he's an extremely intelligent player. He has a nose for the ball. And going into that ball game or after the ball game, we missed a lot of tackles. That's probably the most tackles we've missed in quite some time. But to have him, being pretty steady there in the middle really helps our defense.
13 tackles, for the Bulldogs leading tackler from last season. Coach, let's move to Auburn. It's a new week. 6 p.m. kickoff down on the Plains, ESPN Plus, SEC Network Plus. I was looking at the box score earlier today, and there's 6 Bulldogs still on the team from the last time we played in 2019. What have they told the team about playing in an environment like Auburn?
I haven't really talked to them about it. I talked to the team on Monday about, our travel plans, and you get an opportunity to play on the biggest stage there is in college football, national, TV. And then you get to put your talents against, quote, the best in the country. Not only the players, but the coaches as well. But again, I said every week it goes back to us being the best we can be. I say that when we play teams that are at a lower level, and I say it when we play teams at a higher level. But it's a tremendous challenge. It will be the best team that we face all season long. And again, this week's about us getting better at our fundamentals, because if we don't do that, it doesn't matter who we play. We will not have a chance. But we're going to go down there. We're going to give it our best shot and see what happens.
You've watched some film on Auburn. What have you seen from them so far?
Well, they're big. They're athletic. Everybody on their team can run, especially on the defensive side of the ball. They have a lot of runners and hitters over there. Offensively, they're just really big, and they got a great running game. And then once they get that passing game going, they're very difficult to defend. And so again, you're playing a team out of the SEC, and it ought to be a great atmosphere for our guys. And we've been good in some of those games, and then some of those games we haven't been so good. So hopefully this week we'll be really good at the game at 6 o'clock on Saturday night.
Like Coach says, 6 o'clock kickoff on ESPN Plus and SEC Network Plus. But after that, in the following weekend, it's family weekend here at Samford University. Tickets are running out. Make sure you head over to SamfordTickets.com and get them while they last. This has been the Chris Hatcher Show, presented by Alabama 811.